Reminder on the flyby day, just to get us all right back in that mindset. The two of you are probably more in that mindset, just having done it a couple days ago. You'll have 30 minutes, all four of you at the same time before this.
Aware that if you go into that area, you need the hard hat and safety goggles. General reminders for the mock-up itself.
That's one way to do it.
Okay.
Or you could just point the camera. You have to focus on something. Block the focus. Just point it in space. Blocking it that way. If that's how you're looking at how to separate sections of photos. Because the moon is going to be about 250 times brighter.
Okay. Got it.
And they almost all said
So maybe zooming out. If you're going for
I think there's a lot of ways to take CDH, like easier for them to only go to one. He's here for
I'm hiding out behind you guys.
It doesn't sound like we have time to have that real conversation. No, but
I don't know. I guess I'm trying to remember how to do it.
Finding the 10 is uninstalled. That's why
he even experimented.
That's why still faster than scanning the car. That could just be old school, but this doesn't seem like it.
Everything's a give and take. It depends how important are those 10 photos, because that's really how the Artemis timeline is set up right now.
The hardware in Orion, and demonstrate understanding of where the hardware is, how you want to manage it, demonstrate imaging skills off of your targeting plan. Christina, Jeremy, and Dre on Friday that there's some desire to restructure that post 3 hour time frame, which is great. So I know Jackie, you guys also. And you can play around with all of those today. Should be able to get in there for all 26. Okay, next turn.
For the post processing. And that was where the changes. Yeah, there's no cards, we think, to do that.
Well, plus one in your plan. I think if you could end up doing that, they could pull earlier than we expected. So that would just maximize our chances of getting.
Pick the battery install, pick the flash cards install.
Volcanism though, just more like an extrusive, like sludge.
No, that's volcanism.
Okay.
It is. It's lava that was generated in the mantle
That made
we're
their way
able
to the surface.
made their way to the surface.
Okay.
We always expect off window.
I'm also thinking I'm going to give block codes in case my cardinal directions have accidentally flipped.
Yeah.
So we were just turning off the passive. Regardless of all of those settings. So this is the
This is on the southern side before it's along the rim of
I will say before we start that when we initially started thinking about this training activity, we had thought we'd see you guys in flyby sims to your timeline before flight day 6 to like configure the cabin how you want it. And it's flight day 2 here, but literally today I found out it got moved to flight day 3. And then the priorities after that are audio files, lunar images, and your OneNote, which we have created for you after. Okay, so for today, Lunar Flyby. We're doing block 1, 20 minutes, then 40 minutes, then 20 minutes. We'll send you reminders through Jenny. I'll be her science officer, so you know what's expected for the science sit rep as well as a reference. So I think you guys could provide more, like a little bit more detailed feedback on what it looks like, and then.
That is also nice if you need to see the buttons. Unfortunately, it doesn't write up the ISO button, which is what you're probably going to want to use on the internal camera.
As you go down.
If I were going, I just want to read this back. If I were going north and south.
You do not need to run that procedure.
Okay, then help me out. We were handed these packets of paper in the briefing.
My SD card is assigned per individual entity knows which cruise which is each SD card. So presumably I would be like, cool, I'm 1027. We have a pretty good idea where we're going to give a little time for this answer. We could just do what we think.
I've got a massively high ankle, so
Copy. All targets so far are going well and keeping your heart rate received.
Yeah, we should just, if that's important, I think that we should add it with cabin config. Like, which crew member has the cabin? We said body position, the pairs are in, but like, specifically